morning, boys and girls. Today we are working on our singing picture, our singing portrait with a flag in the background. I thought it'd be fun to put the flag in this one, seeing that Memorial Day is coming up. So we are going to work on this. So let me set up. You need a white piece of paper. You will need a pencil, and you may also want to use a Sharpie for outlining if you don't have a Sharpie. Any type of black permanent marker to outline. If you don't have that, you could always go back and outline at the end with a black crayon or a black marker. You may want to use colored pencils or crayons or paints. I'm going to use some paints, and I'm also going to use some markers. But you could use, colored pencils for the background or crayons because they're lighter. So I am going to draw in a Sharpie so that you can see my lines. We are going to start with the head. Head, we want either an oval or a circle, right? So let me just try to position this. All right, so over to the left, over here, we're going to be putting in the head. We want to keep the circle a little higher so that we can add the neck and the shoulders. So right here, I'm just going to go ahead and put a circle in here. So that is going to be where my head is. After that, we can add the number 11, 2 straight lines to create our neck. We don't want them too far apart. Maybe 2 fingers width, but it depends on how big this head is. Mine is large so that you can see it. Maybe you're working in a smaller on a smaller paper, so your circle will be smaller. That means the neck will be smaller. I'm going to give this a U here, so you can attach those 2 lines with a U. And then right here I'm going to curve down for my shoulder, and then right here with my 11 ended, I'm going to do another curve down. All right, we can decorate this shirt later. Next, we're just going to give an arch for a nose because this head is looking up and the mouth is wide open, so we can't see the eyes. Let's put ears on here. So let's put ear and an ear on each side. All right, so if you have that, now we need to get our mouth. And this person is singing, and they are singing loudly, so their mouth is wide open. So we need a nice big oval. All right. Once you have that, you could have teeth on the top or top and bottom. This one just has the top teeth. This one has top and bottom. So you choose what you want to do there. The tongue is just going to start over here on the left. I'm going to put a curve coming down, almost like a rainbow, and then add another curve. So there we have our tongue. If you want, you can go ahead and get your teeth in now. I'm going to just put them in this way. You can do it any way that you want. I'm not going to put any teeth in the bottom of this one. If you want to do that, you can add that now. And then we have the hair. So if it's short hair, we will only see a little bit here. It won't be up here because this is like the top of our ear and we're looking back, so we wouldn't see any hair above the ear and on the top. So the only hair we see is from the bottom down. So if it's long hair, maybe it comes all the way down to here. Depends on how long, and it should be behind our neck. So this one has long hair. All right, Now that we have that, we're going to put the musical notes in. We need 5 lines. So I'm going to start probably right here above the ear and just putting a wavy line in. There's our first one. If you want to use your finger and do like a finger space between, the second one is going to follow that curve. Finger space, follow the curve. That's 3. Finger space, follow that curve. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I need one more. Finger space, follow the curve. All right, now we have the G clef. This G clef here has a little swirl, goes up and comes down. And I see like this J. So let's see if we have a scrap piece of paper that we can practice. So if you think of this fancy J, we could start here with our fancy J and then give it a rainbow top. And then I think we want to come back down this way and around. So over on this side here, we're going to start making a circle, and then we're not going to close it. We're going to go up and connect. All right, let's try that. Now I want this larger. I'm going to go past this top line, so just a little bit. I'm going to come up here, I'm going to come down, give it my fancy J with a little hook. Now I'm going to go back to the top, give it that rainbow. All right, now right above this hook here, let's come up here, maybe to the middle. I'm just going to put a dot over here. I'm going to start there. I'm going to go up and around like I'm making a backwards C. And then I'm going to go up. So it looks like an O almost, right? And then I need to come all the way up here to connect. See how you can do. You might want to practice that first before you do it on here. If you do it in pencil, then you can go back and change it. Now the fun part is adding some notes. So we have ovals, with a line. You can ovals line and a little flag. You can put as many notes in as you want. Here's this one's connected. They don't have to look like an actual piece of music, but we just want to have some notes on here. So go ahead and add some notes. I think I'll add one more here, and maybe one more here. All right, so put as many notes as you want on yours. She is singing this song. So in the back here, we have a flag. Let's map out where that is going to be. I'm going to take a blue marker so you can see it. The stars are back here. I didn't put any stars on here. You can add stars if you want. You have star stickers. You could put them on when they're dry. Or you could just leave it blue, right? We still know that that's a flag back there. So right up here, at the top of my paper, I'm going to put a dot. And I'm going to come down here towards my ear. And over here on the left, somewhere, you know, above the middle, if the middle of the paper's here, I want to go a little higher. So I'm going to go above the ear. And I'm going to imagine this line comes here. Now, when I get to this head, I have to stop, use my finger to come across. And my line is going to stop there. All right, so that is behind my head. The red lines, the stripes. You can put as many stripes as you want. So maybe mine are going to be about 2 fingers wide, and I put my finger dot there. And I'm not using a ruler. If you want to, you could, but I'm just going to do my best and draw a line going across. I'm going to use 2 fingers, put a dot, draw my line going across, and I'm going right on top of my musical notes. If you did yours in pencil, you may want to do all this part in a black Sharpie before you plan the flag behind. That's up to you. So 2 fingers, I'm going to just put the line right here, even with the bottom. And now this one has to start way over here. And I stop when I get to the person, drag my finger across, and continue. 2 fingers, dot, draw your line going across. 2 fingers, dot, draw your line going across. Let's see if I can get one more. All right, now that I have this, I'm actually going to use this red here to color in the tongue. You can make the tongue red, you could do it pink, but I have the red. I'm just going to do this right now. And then I'm going to switch and I'm going to color in the back of the mouth. This area. This is going to all be black because it's dark, right? So you can't see. Normally, it would be a pinkish color, but this mouth is wide open, and we're going to fix that. All right. After you do that, you can design your shirt, and then you can start adding some color. So maybe this girl is going to have brown here or a yellowy brown. Let's see. I'll make it a little lighter. Let's see. We're going to work on all the coloring now. If you want to use watercolors, you can. You can use colored pencils. You can use crayons. You could use markers as well for the person, and then back here maybe do this in colored pencils or crayons to make it lighter. So if you wanted to put stars on the shirt or stripes, I like putting these stars on the shirt. So I'm going to map that out now using my marker, and I'm going to go and color or paint my background first. So I'm going to start with watercolors and just get a light color. I want my background to be a little lighter than the person that's in the front. So here I'm painting just the blue section. I'm not going to put any stars in, I don't think. I'm just going to leave it a solid blue. It's just representing the flag here. I don't have the same or the correct number of stripes, but that's okay. This is just our art that we are creating to look like the flag. So now I can go in and start with my red stripes. So I like to use the watercolors. This gives it a nice light background, and then this still stands out. So you can see here I'm going over right over my markers, my musical notes here, and they're permanent markers, so they are not going to bleed and they still stand out. All right, now I have to go down here. Just make sure that you remember to skip, right? So it's red, skip, red, and then skip, red, and go until you get to the bottom of your paper. Right, so it depends on how big your paper is and how many stripes that you put in. If you have a lot, they'll be thinner. Alright, now I have to get the other side over here. I don't want to forget over here. This should connect, right? So this one goes to this one, and this one goes over here. So go ahead and color yours. I'm just going to continue with this. I may add some skin color here. Give her a little skin color. She's a little pink. So I'm going to warm that up a little bit. Maybe add some water and lighten this. You could use your colored pencils if you want. For this area, you could use crayon. I just want to keep this nice and light. And sometimes it's nice just to have the background light and then have her stand out. It depends what you want to focus on, right? Alright, so that looks good. The only thing I have left is her shirt. So now I can go in here and add this nice dark blue. Alright, so this is where I'm at. I'm going to finish the shirt. You can go ahead and add any details you want to your picture. Alright, and then if you want, you can share them with me through email or through Twitter. Alright, I hope you all have fun creating your pictures. I can't wait to see them, and I hope that you all are going to have a happy and safe Memorial Day. Alright. Have fun creating your work.